Lady Lily back with another video, and this is the review of Insecure season 4 episode 3, Low Key Thankful. So it's the Thanksgiving season, so everybody is getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. The show opens up with Lawrence. He is prepping for a presentation for work. It's obvious that he is trying to go for promotion and sell himself because he's recapping some of the things he have done, some of the projects he has done thus far. Condola is over and she wakes up to a really disturbing alarm clock. Condola and Lawrence talks about Thanksgiving plans, and she is letting him know that she is actually hosting a Friendsgiving event. And he was like, "Would you like me to come?" And she was like, "Sure." Lawrence goes on to work only to find out that he is not able to have the meeting that he has set up due to the fact that the big wigs has been called into a meeting. And actually the company is going through some changes and they're actually downsizing, but from the looks of it, Lawrence is saying that he's in the clear. He's okay because it's only 3 people on his team and he's the only African American. He's talking to Chad, and he just feels like that. He told Chad he feels like he's at a standstill now because he won't be able to go for promotion. And Chad is reminding him, he was like, "You're doing better than what you was doing a year ago. You got a job, you're making money." And he was just saying that Lawrence was saying that, he feels like it's always a missing piece. It's like the relationship is right, but the work is not right. And then the work goes right, but the relationship situation is not right. Chad was just saying he, think he's, done better since, and that he should get a new car because he's too old. He's riding around his daddy's old Jaguar. Yeah, and he just bought a car that he really couldn't afford. So, moving on, Lawrence is out. He sees Issa. Apparently, this is one of Condola's spots. So Issa is working. She had grabbed some food, and Lawrence and Issa, have fun conversation about movies and whatnot. Issa is apparently sitting in Condola's favorite area of this spot, and Condola shows up, so it's kind of awkward. So she said she was just leaving. However, her order came up. She actually had food and drink, and she said, "I can just take it to go." And she said, "I'm just taking it to go." And the server's like, "It's for here." So Issa grabbed her food. She looked off. She sees Lawrence and Condola kissing and having fun time. And yeah, it's obvious that she feels some type of way. So Issa and Molly is out grocery shopping. Molly is getting ready to have dinner with, getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner with her family. She's going to make these pies. Issa had agreed that she was going to come over. I guess it's tradition for her to come over for dessert, so she's looking forward to the pie. Molly was just saying that the relationship between her and her dad is still, kind of off because she really hasn't got over or moved on from what he's done. So it's kind of weird. So Molly was asking Issa about should she invite Andrew over. Issa was saying no, she don't think it's a good idea. You haven't been dating him that long. And then she goes, she said, you don't want to pull an old Molly on him and screw it up. So Molly was feeling some type of way when she said that. And then, Issa goes on, she brings up Condola, and Molly asks Issa, why is this cool? Because she was just saying, "Oh, I saw Condola and Lawrence out," and she was like, "Well, why would you think it's cool to have a relationship with her and you know, work with her?" And then Issa bring up, when nobody was saying nothing when you was messing around with Drew, and then and then Molly hits back with saying, well, I wasn't effing for weed and toiletries. And then Issa said, whoa, I feel like you was coming for me. And Molly said, you've been coming for me. And they both agreed that the relationship has been off. They ain't, they coming for each other. Things seem a little weird. And they said that they need to talk about it. So they both agree that when Issa come over for dessert for Thanksgiving, that'll be a perfect time for them to get together and try to flush this all out and see what's up with their friendship. So moving on, it is Thanksgiving. Condola is getting ready for her event. She's having a little trouble with her sink, and she called a plumber, but apparently the plumber was not able to fix the sink. So of course Lawrence offered to help while she finished getting ready. Molly arrives to her family house, and it's the same old shenanigans. Her mama says she gained weight. Her brother's woman is pregnant. And then the other brother got his stripper woman with him. Molly dad's, brings drinks in saying, I got your favorite drink. She was a big fan of Snapple. And Molly's going to tell him she was trying to lay off the sugar. From there, Condola friends have arrived. And they was happy to meet Lawrence. They was asking questions about his job. And, was he okay? Because they heard the company was a downgrade. And asking him about the shirt. And he's offering to pour wine. So on and so forth. From there, Issa and Ahmad was heading to her mom's house, for their mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner. And as they arrive, their mom's boo thing, Stanley, does a slip and fall. This caused him to have to be taken to the hospital. So they're going off, and Issa and Ahmad decided that they're gonna go off and do their own thing. Molly and her mother wants to know, was she dating? And she showed her a picture, and her mom said, is he Korean? And then of course she said, okay. And then the brother was like, oh, let me see. She said, he said, I got one question. Is he crazy and rich? Referring to the book of the movie Rich Crazy Asians. Molly mom goes on to say, why you didn't invite him? We would have liked to meet him. We would have been on our best behavior. And then she said, well, Issa thought, it wasn't a good idea. And I think she kind of regret that. And she said, stop over. Her mom gave us some good advice. She said, just live and stop overthinking it. And she said, as you can see, your brothers never overthought it in terms of their relationships. And she was looking at the young ladies on the couch. Issa and Ahmad had decided to take a detour, and they end up having dinner at a Mexican restaurant. Because there's nothing else left to do at this point. And at that point, the man told them it would be an hour wait, but they would be able to sit down and eat. And Issa texts Molly to say some things got shaken up with Thanksgiving plans, but she would keep her posted on her arrival time. From there, that is back at the Friendsgiving. So Condola friends were, two of Condola's friends are planning to get married, so she was giving them suggestions on, where and how they can have their wedding. And they was like, oh, you should plan our wedding. She was like, she is not interested in planning or being involved with any weddings. And Lawrence was looking at her like, what? And then she said, keep me far. She don't want to have to plan for a wedding ever again. So, of course, Condola got some drunk friends. They saying some off-the-wall stuff. So Lawrence chimed in and said, let me go and pour some more drinks. So the real drunk friends offered to go with him. And She said, you know, you're everything that Condola needs. She needs to, you know, since the divorce, she just needed somebody to, you know, be casual with and let loose. And um, yeah, so Lawrence was taken aback because I think Lawrence is at the point he really want a relationship that is of substance. And Condola's like, I'm fresh off this divorce. You know, I just want to take things slow and go with the flow, which all people who coming off a divorce, they ain't trying to get back into nothing too tough. And I say that, I speak that from experience. They're not ready to get back too tough in a situation. So people fresh off a divorce, it's really hard to really date. You have some that would just jump right back on in, and then you have some they need to wait. And people say that people kind of really need to be anywhere from 6 months to maybe a year and a half to 2 years removed before they even try to go back, you know, to date. But hey, to each his own. Some people come out of divorce, they jump right into another relationship, and hell, they get married. So it's different strokes for different folks. So anyway, so Issa and Ahmad is at dinner. They're talking about past holidays. They're talking about past relationships. And Issa brings up a point. She says she honestly she is feeling some type of way seeing Lawrence with Condola. She said she felt like she was with him during that time he was a work in progress, and she was dating the guy that had the potential. And now Condola is reaping all the benefits, and she loved him, and she was patient, and she was understanding with him. But somehow now is Condola is reaping all the benefits of the new and approved, upgraded Lawrence. She said, for example, you know, she saw them out eating. They was about to eat. She said, and I'm sure Lawrence paid for it. Well, in the past, you know, Lawrence, you know, didn't even want to do nothing for her birthday. He said, let's go red box it. He didn't buy her a card or do anything. It was just like an afterthought. So Issa is, you know, feeling some type of way. So now the honesty is coming true. You know, she's not cool with it. Let's just be real. She's not cool with it. I mean, she's tolerating it because she's really wanting this block party, but she's really, really not cool with it. Back at Molly's family house, Molly brother pulls her to the side, and he wants to know why she just can't make amends with their father. He said, you know, Dad messed up. He realized he messed up, but he stayed and he worked it out and he made it better. And then he said, you know, if Mom could take him back and, you know, Mom took him back and stayed with him, and they built a life together, why you just can't accept it? You know, it wasn't for you know, you know, as long as the woman who's been deeply affected by it, you know, was willing to move on, you shouldn't hang that up with their father. He stayed. He kept the family together. So from there moving forward, it seems like Molly is gonna try to, you know, rebuild that love and trust with her dad. So Condola's friends have now left. Lawrence is, oh, by the way, Lawrence, the sink broke on Lawrence again. So Lawrence was mopping up because the sink, apparently he thought he fixed, he did not fix it. He actually made it worse. So he was cleaning up, and they had a conversation. You know, Lawrence asked Condola, you know, do she consider him as just a bang buddy? Because it was brought up by her drunk friend. She said, well, my friend said that, yeah, she was drunk. And he was like, you know, because you were saying you don't want to, you know, you don't want to plan weddings. It sounds like, you know, you're not trying to be serious. And she said, well, you know, I've been divorced for only, a year, you know, so no, I'm not in a rush to get back down the aisle just yet. And he said, are you still getting over your ex? And she was like, no, I'm done. I'm good. And then she said, if anybody should be worried about an ex, I should be worried about, your ex. And he was like, what? He's like, what? He said, you know, because y'all talk and y'all have a cool relationship. And she said the only reason you left is because she cheated. And he said, yeah, but I left. But she said, had Issa not cheated, would you all still be together? And then he paused. Issa goes to drop her brother off, and they get to talking, and she just up and she decided that she's not gonna go meet up with Molly, and she asks for a rain check. She's not gonna come over there. Molly responded like, "Yep, okay," but you can look on Molly's face. She's like, "Yeah," she, is feeling some type of way, because I guess that was a tradition between them, and now they're not even keeping up with friends' traditions. So the episode ends with Lawrence. He's at home. He's watching what's that, Finding LaToya episodes, I guess, is still going. He is on social media looking at everybody's social stories. You see Kelly, you see Derek and Tiffany, and then it ends up with Issa. So she's, with Ahmad. They're listening to Mexican music. They're drinking margaritas. They're having a good time. So he comments on her story feed, and he goes to inbox her and cues Maya's song, Case of My Ex. What a perfect song for the ending of this episode. And I wish they would have this show go longer than 30 minutes. Man, it'd be like just when you be like about to get on in, it's over. So that is it. That is all. So as we're all the thing right now with Molly and Issa, they ain't cool. Let's just be real. They are not cool right now. So their friendship is not on the fence right now. Let's be real. Lawrence, technically, for real, still like Issa, still want Issa. Issa made it known she ain't cool, that somebody else is getting the man that she done worked and waited for. So we'll see how this unfolds. Will they get back together? Will Molly sabotage it? It's all gonna come out in the wash. So like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Oh, I just got note that they are not going to premiere The Housewives of Potomac. It was scheduled to premiere next week, Sunday, May 3rd. They are not airing it. They're gonna push it back and let Married to Medicine LA go ahead and premiere. They're blaming it on the COVID-19 situation, but what some people think is happening is because Bravo cannot film anything right now. They're probably trying to stagger series right now to stretch it out in hopes that these states can lift these bans and they can go back to production. But I think they're scared they're gonna be running short on shows. So The Housewives of Potomac has been delayed. We don't know how long the delay is gonna be. Some people say they feel like it's rumored they might not come on till maybe July or August. I hope not, because I'm like, that's gonna be a long time, and I never watch Married to Medicine LA. I like the original Married to Medicine, but I don't fool with the Married to Medicine LA. So I guess I won't be reviewing The Housewife of Potomac right now, which might work, because that was gonna be a bit to do, trying to review 2 shows in the same night. A lot of people do it, but it takes a lot to do these videos. And then I've been watching the Bulls documentary too. That's been really good. So that's also on Sunday night. Hence why this video is getting posted later. Because of, I watched that. And then I was actually on a Zoom that was discussing the Insecure show. But yeah, that's it. So that is it. That is all. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you all are staying at home, staying safe, and, staying positive during this time. Peace out.